Ohio at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 18 Gator. 61 Matchbox Lights. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready? 52.
On first down, it's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Zebra!
Let's put that team.
General West!
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, easy!
52 right here. 52. Come for you.
Down middle, go.
On first down, it's Phillips. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Cortland Sutton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
On the set. 6-6, bullet high. 5. Get it.
2nd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Hey, Haywood.
Jim.
First and 10 at the
Switch on Travis.
Switch.
5.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go! At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Stafford going to come up first and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
32.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
20.
Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on, fellas. First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On the ready.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Blue draw Corker. Hey, Delta. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He'll find Metcalf. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll set up to throw. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic. Well, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. T.J. Logan with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Ready? 50. Play.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run on first down. Phillips. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Here's Stafford. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Stafford now to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Stafford now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Omaha, ready, move. Bravo.
Again, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 51.
Hey, wahoo!
I got you. Go, Mike 51.
To throw again. Stafford. He completes this to Sutton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
10, 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Browns take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Pilot, 64. Get it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, it's Phillips, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Stafford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
61, matchbox right.
Hey.
They'll run on first down. It's Phillips. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Marr able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Down. General West. 18 Gator.
Come on, now. Come on, now.
Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. At a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Let's go. Big series,
Hey, you.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey. Chip. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Stanford. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Alpha.
51 for Mike, boy. 51. Time to go. Night. 51 for Mike. 51 for Mike. Here I come.
Switch it. Switch it.
Stanford. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3 down. Right here, guys. Mike 21. Been long day for you. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, tight.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, easy.
Watch the slant.
Hey, Red.
Hey, Mike 51.
The final shot before the break. Stanford. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check 56, pull it high. 59!
From the 31, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Slam, slam, slam. 50, 50.
On first down, Phillips. The tackle by Quincy Williams. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Watch the shit. Cover.
At the 27-yard line.
Hey, easy. You got no shit. Hey, 5-0.
Back two, the Mike back two, Mike back two.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have retaken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Mike 51. Hey,
Orbit.
Mike 51, Mike.
Hey, give me radar.
Stafford on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We draw corporate. Hey, pick up.
6-yard pickup. Brings up
2nd and 4. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 97 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Stay 50, stay 50.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Go. Let's go.
From the 38, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Double right. Five.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Break. 13 spill. On the fire.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Back to throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Ready.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Second and 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. T.J. Logan with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Now Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there out of Kamara. 45 yards on the ground. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Like 7.
Check hot route. Hot. Watch the air.
80 weapons.
Kill.
22. What happened?
They'll run on first down. It's Phillips. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Looking to throw. They'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That's good for 28 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. The point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On second down, it's Phillips. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
52's hey, box drop, box.
Well, Stafford. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now a give right side. It's Phillips, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got... that, yes.
Complete to Alvin Kamara. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Lions.
Good set. 280. Big 20. Hey. Pin. 32. Hey. Kill. Sponge. 61. Matchbox light. He's coming. Light.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Why? Get
59. Check. All right, boys.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
53, ready.
You got tight right there.
Easy.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
59. Hey, 22. Hey, wahoo.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's
Zero.
Let's bring
Hey, 70.
Switch gears. Hey, alert 3.
Smooth. 59.
Check.
One last throw here for Stanford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Cleveland, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, that first win remains elusive. They dropped to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.